Whether it's leading the electric car revolution or humanity's colonisation of Mars, there are a few business leaders alive today who divide opinion as much as Tesla's Elon Musk. This year's been a hell of a ride for the billionaire entrepreneur, charged with securities fraud, sued for calling one of the Thai cave divers a pedophile, and smoking dope on air. But Elon Musk is again thumbing his nose at naysayers, with Tesla turning a record profit. Jeff Thompson reports.
No one would ever accuse Elon Musk of not reaching for the stars.
Side boosters, vehicle.
That's probably the most exciting thing I've ever seen, literally, ever.
But the billionaire innovator has spent much of this year being brought spectacularly back down to earth.
Musk has even floated the idea of trying to insert a tube into the cave network.
It wouldn't have made the first 50 metres, just a PR stunt.
Elon Musk is under fire this morning. The Securities and Exchange.
We got complacent. It's legal, right?
It's totally legal. There's tobacco and marijuana in there.
I mean, he's done everything you could possibly think of to damage his own reputation and lower the stock price of the company and possibly undermine the future of the entire business. And it would seem like he's basically gotten away with it.
Wall Street-based Business Insider correspondent Matthew DeBoard has met Elon Musk and reported on him for a decade.
I've seen some wacky stuff in the past, but this is wacky on top of wacky on top of zany on top of crazy. I mean, he seems to be doubling down on the nutso stuff.
Born in South Africa in 1971, Musk was a bullied bookworm at school before teaching himself to code and selling a space-themed computer game for $500 when he was 12. Moving to Canada when he was 17, Musk got degrees in physics and economics in the US before abandoning a doctorate at Stanford for his entrepreneurial dreams.
He started with a company called Zip2, which helped place ads on newspaper websites.
By selling that company for almost 500 million Australian dollars, Musk pocketed 35 million when he was just 28.
It's just a moment in my life.
All clear.
A geeky, balding young Musk marked the moment by buying a rare F1 McLaren sports car for about $1 million US, which wasn't insured when he wrote it off later in a crash.
There it is, gentlemen, the fastest car in the world.
It's never been about the money for Elon Musk.
I could go and buy one of the islands in the Bahamas and turn it into my personal fiefdom. I'm much more interested in trying to build and create a new company.
Within 3 years, that online banking company called X.com had merged with PayPal before it was sold to eBay, making Musk another 300 million Australian dollars.
I don't largely see him as motivated by money. I largely see him as someone who wants to build memorable companies, whether that's PayPal or Tesla or SpaceX.
Based in San Francisco, Ryan Mack reports on Elon Musk for BuzzFeed.
There's no one like Elon Musk in Silicon Valley. He leads multiple companies. How is he able to do this and get in a Twitter fight at 2 a.m.? I think that kind of perfectly sums up Elon Musk as someone who is incredibly busy but also incredibly distracted. I think that's what makes him so fascinating as a character.
Today, Elon Musk is worth about $30 billion. All his companies serving his grander ambition to wean the world off fossil fuels by creating a sustainable energy ecosystem. Tesla, for example, is a leading manufacturer of electric cars, but also of solar panels and lithium battery packs. The mission of SpaceX is not only to make space travel cheaper, but to enable one day the colonisation of Mars if the Earth is uninhabitable. And then there's the Boring Company, digging tunnels underground, first for congestion-free electric travel, and later to carry magnetically levitating trains moving faster than aeroplanes.
He wants to accelerate humanity's departure from the fossil fuel era. And he's been about this since the beginning. That's why all the companies that he runs are the companies that he runs.
When Musk shoots from the hip, Twitter is his usual weapon of choice. A tweeted challenge from Australia last year sparked a Musk pledge to deliver South Australia a power solution within 100 days, or it would be free.
You can really do a heavy-duty, large-scale, utility-level battery system, and South Australia was up for the challenge.
How does that work? Do people get upset at you if you do certain things?
Musk's more controversial stunts in 2018 threatened to burn the bridges to his visionary future.
If they're in the right place, they could survive for 5-6 days. The floodwater is getting higher and higher.
Musk reacted badly when his submarine offer to the Thai cave rescue was rejected.
One of the rescuers gave an interview in which he kind of called Elon's submarine effort kind of useless. And that infuriated him and led to him calling this rescuer a pedophile on Twitter. Accusations that we could find no evidence for.
Musk later apologised for the tweet. In August, when Musk suddenly tweeted an intention to take Tesla private, he was charged with securities fraud.
The SEC filed securities fraud charges against Elon Musk.
Ultimately, they wound up settling, and he agreed to step down as chairman for a few years, and he's going to pay a hefty multi-million-dollar fine.
I don't think you'd necessarily want to be me.
As pressure mounted to ramp up production of the mass-market electric Tesla Model 3, a rattled Musk gave candid interviews, admitting needing pills to sleep.
With you, it seems like almost like there's a franticness to your creativity.
It's like a never-ending explosion. It's very hard to turn it off.
Yeah.
We're trying to dig a hole under LA.
Elon Musk's quirks are forgiven by his legions of cult-like followers who hang on his every word and warning.
We have to figure out some way to ensure that the advent of digital superintelligence is one which is symbiotic with humanity. I think that's the single biggest existential crisis that we face, and the most pressing one.
He's in it for the species. He really wants to fix this problem.
Obviously, Elon Musk has his own problems too. But just as it looked like he and Tesla might fail, last week the company posted its best profit yet.
So you could say that in spite of all the crazy stuff that Elon's been doing over the course of 2018, he's pulled it completely out of the fire, all is forgiven, everything looks great now. Tesla's surging toward a future in which it's a major player in the auto industry.